The Gospel of X, Elon Musk's battle for the soul of free speech. When Elon Musk talks about X, what used to be Twitter, he doesn't sound like a CEO. He sounds like someone leading a crusade. In his long conversation with Joe Rogan, Musk didn't describe a business strategy. He described a war, a culture, a digital and philosophical one. To him, Twitter wasn't a social media app, it was an infected organism. He called the infection of a nihilistic, anti civilizational mind virus. Before he bought it, Musk says the platform has been captured by a small ideological class. People who decided which opinions were acceptable and which were not. He believed that virus was spreading through universities, newsrooms, and governments. So he did what Musk always does when something breaks. He tried to rebuild it from the ground up. Only this time, instead of rockets, he has rebuilding public discourses. Musk's core belief is simple. Truth only survives in open air. He compares free speech to sunlight. The only disinfected strong enough to kill the virus of censorship. After buying Twitter, he renamed it to X, symbolizing both an unknown variable and clean slate. He says that once the bans and algorithmic manipulations were lifted, something remarkable happened. People began talking again and disagreeing without fear. He even claims that social data reflected this new freedom, pointing to a sudden drop in a number of teenagers identifying as non binary right after he took over. His interpretation, when people can debate honestly, confusing loses its glamour. For Musk, restoring free speech wasn't enough. He wanted to rebuild the machinery behind it. That's why he launched XChat, a new peer to peer messaging system based on encrypting similar to Bitcoin's network. He emphasizes that unlike WhatsApp or Telegram Messenger, XChat has no advertising hook, meaning the company doesn't scan your conversations to target ads. Still, he is realistic. There is no such thing as perfectly secure messaging, he admitted. Security, like truth, exists in degrees. To him, the point isn't perfection, it's sovereignty. The idea that communication belongs to the individual, not to the algorithm or the state. Throughout the interview, Musk draws parallels between building rockets and building civilizations. You test to destruction, learn and try again. That's how he treats X, not as a polished product, but as an ongoing experiment in human conversation. The algorithm is the rocket, the public its payload. Failure is data. His larger argument is that democracy itself is an engineering challenge. How to preserve the freedom to speak without letting chaos devour order. To him, every banned account, every silenced scientist was a piece of lost data, and civilization collapse when they stop listening to data. Musk language sometimes borders and prophetic. He warns that when governments, media, and corporations share the same ideology, censorship becomes invisible. And people forget that freedom even feels like. That he said in how civilization rose from within, not through tyranny, but through conformity. So X is not just an app, it's his answer to a question as old as democracy itself. Can truth survive if we stop allowing it to be questioned? Whether you admire him or doubt him, one thing is clear. Musk has turned a website into a battlefield for the modern mind. And like every experiment he runs, it's dangerous, messy, and completely human.